the friendliest guy in the country.
Yeah. Who are the other 6? Okay, guys. Well, good work today. We got 111 plays in, which was good. We had plus 10 special teams kicks. So, altogether we got what we wanted to get accomplished, which is a 120 play scrimmage. Got it done in the 2.5 hours that we were hopeful for. Stayed pretty healthy. I don't think anything that happened. I know Kamu got taken off. I know that Brandon Johnson got taken off, but I don't think there's anything substantial that'll have serious ramifications from what I understand right now. The guys that we held out all be back. Should be back for Monday, if not Wednesday. A couple of things that got dinged up over the course of the week that we couldn't let them practice in a full contact live scrimmage. So that's important. Our defense is getting better. Our defense is flying around. Our defense is making it harder on the offense. We miss Jordan Morgan. Excited for when his return is. He's doing fantastic. Excited to see how good these guys can continue to get. I love the growth of Joe Borjan. I love how much better he's getting. I think Wendell Moe's getting better. I really like the way the O-line's improving. Big Jonah playing inside and outside is a great advantage for us. And, we just had a good couple days. We got 2 good ones coming up, and then sounds like we got 14,000 tickets out, not including students, and we got 280 alumni that signed up to come, not including them and their spouses. So we got a chance to have a really, really good spring game on Saturday, and I'm really looking forward to it.
You mentioned the defense. The goal line defense in particular made a couple stops there. What do you see out of them?
Well, I think you'd see the difference when you bring in Tyler Manoa, 325 pounds, Bill Norton, 325 pounds, Tia, 325 pounds. You've got, that much girth up front, and they're blowing guys off the ball. And then you got Kangaika, 1 year bigger. You got, the rest of these guys just getting bigger and bigger. And then you've got the guys coming in. All of a sudden, the defensive line looks a lot different, and we felt it certainly down there in the goal line.
They've already answered this. How do you measure progress, and how's that coming in spring?
Well, we measure everything analytically in terms of catches, drops, completion percentage, sacks, turnovers, interceptions, and all that. And we're getting better. But I don't need objective data to tell me that. Subjectively, I can say that, being on a field for 25 years coaching, that our team's better than it was a year ago last spring at this time. And that's really what's important to us. Can we be better than we were last year? We are. Can we grow? We have. Can we continue to get better exponentially? And that's what I'm excited most about, is how hard they want to work this summer on their own to see how good they can be.
What are the benefits of the spring game and the big production that goes behind that?
I think the biggest benefit is our kids love it. That's number one. Number two, our fans have decided to embrace it. So now all of a sudden our season tickets are up 3,000 at this point in time from last year. How many season ticket holders we've gotten. I think people see that football matters here in Tucson again. I think people realize that football is the driving force, and when you can get it going and you can get the momentum and the energy behind football, that benefits the entire athletic program. So when we could do things and bring guys like Chris McAllister back, who hasn't been back for 14 years, Gronk back for the second time in 3 years, third time with the USC game as well, that just makes a huge difference. And our students are going to rally behind us, and that student section is even going to be better than it was last year.
In the offseason, when you sit down, you say, okay, there's certain body type right away, that's supposed to be linebackers. It looks different.
Absolutely. We've had a conversation. If you just try to grab players, Bill Parcells would say, if you just try to grab players, you can get a room full of misfits. They can look all different sizes. And your team doesn't look the same. If you have a standard, this is what we want our linebackers to look like. This is what we want our D-line to look like. And then you recruit to that standard. Then all of a sudden your team kind of looks like they're supposed to. And I believe that we're finally at a place now that our team looks like it's supposed to, meaning the big guys are the big guys. They're all three. We have 12 guys that are 300 pounds. The linebackers are 220 pounds. The D-line, is what we want. Receivers, we've got the tall, the short, the fast, the mid-size. And now we're beginning to build off of depth off of that.
How do you evaluate red zone offense so far in spring?
That's the toughest one to evaluate because the fact of the matter is that, You know, a lot of times you're not in live periods, so is the tackle made, is it not? Did they really get Jonah down, did they not? You know, you want to run the ball well in the red zone. In practice, you have to throw it about 70% of the time if you're going to be in competitive periods, because unless you're tackling to the ground, you don't really know what's going to happen. But I think we're pretty good. I think we're getting better at it. We're understanding our weapons better. And then we've got to just continue to build off of some route combinations and some scramble plays and be able to run the ball better down there. That'll be the key.
And where's Jordan Morgan at right now?
Fantastic. I don't know if he's ahead of schedule or on schedule, but I know he's in that area. So either on or ahead. So we would expect him for a 1 day.
They learn more from scrimmage and practice.
You learn more from a scrimmage in regards to how they've taken practice and all the fundamentals. Like now that we're like, what does it look like tackling live? What does it look like playing with tempo? What does it look like with the conditioning of the team? I think that's what you see a lot of in practice. And then the communication, and then really the other part of it is, can you perform on this stage, on this field, right? Performing in the Davis Center or performing on the Tomey practice fields is one thing. When you walk on this turf and you look around, and we're going to have a full house next year for all 6 home games. I believe that. And if we do that, you got to be able to perform.
Are there any status updates on Michael Wiley and Williams?
DJ won't complete the rest of the spring, but he'll be totally fine for training camp. Mike should be back Monday or Wednesday.
And with that being said, with Jonah taking more reps, what have you seen out of him?
He's just getting better every day. He's tough, he's physical, he's getting more shape. He's getting in better condition because of the amount of reps he's taking. So when he's able to do that, that's really helping him. Jonah's continuing to grow and build, and you know, so many of these guys, I have to be reminded, are just completing their freshman spring. So they're not even like full. I know that he was here early, but it's still, you know, they're 18 and 19. So I'm just watching him get better. It's all part of this build that we're getting one more year closer to where we want to be, but we're still not nearly where I think that Arizona football should be.
And what do you hope to see out of your team last week?
A team that wants to finish, a team that wants to win in the fourth quarter. We're going to talk very much this whole week about this is the fourth quarter. And are you going to be able to perform the same way as you have in the first 3 quarters? Okay? Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Happy Easter, happy holidays, happy Passover. Have a great day.